when the Roman emperor-elect Louis IV of Bavaria marched down into Italy in 1327 for his imperial coronation, it was with an attitude very different to that adopted by his predecessor, Henry of Luxembourg. This time there was no idealism, no pretense at impartiality, no nod in the direction of Avignon. Louis arrived at the invitation of the Ghibellines of Italy, bringing with him the most formidable of all the anti-papalists of his time, Marsilius of Padua. Only 2 years previously, this ex-rector of the Sorbonne had published his Defensor Pacis, in which he argued that the whole edifice of papal domination and canon law was contrary to the basic principles of Christianity. Such company was unlikely to increase Louis's popularity at Avignon, and long before he reached Rome, he had incurred a double sentence of excommunication and deposition from Pope John XXII, that is 22, I think. But by this time, the papal prestige in Italy had sunk even lower than the imperial, and the decree went largely unheeded. When Louis was crowned by Sciarra Colonna, representing the people of Rome at St. Peter's in January 1328, and 3 months later formally pronounced the Pope heretic and deposed, it almost looked as though he might re-establish imperial control. But when he advanced south into Neapolitan territory, King Robert of Naples, grandson of Charles of Anjou, proved a far more serious adversary. Robert was his military match, and on returning to Rome, Louis found that the pendulum had swung. He realized, too, that he could never hope to establish a stable order in Italy until he was certain of Germany, where the situation was fast deteriorating. The year 1330 saw him back beyond the Alps. He too had learned his lesson. Italy had outgrown imperialism, even if she was not yet ready for a unity of her own making.